guys, it's Zolva here, and things are starting to get spooky. The Halloween 2021 event for Creatures of Sonaria has arrived, and with it came some really awesome limited edition spooky event creatures, so hurry up and collect them whilst you still can. This video will tell you everything you need to know about the Salrahn, which is an absolute unit by the way. I will tell you how to obtain this creature, give you a quick showcase, analyse the statistics, explain the special abilities, and of course give you a detailed PvP guide. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Zolva. You can support me by leaving a like on this video and maybe even by subscribing, but only if you want to. Now without any further ado, let's get into the guide. The Salrahn is a tier 4 flying carnivore. The species is available in the Halloween store for 2,500 wisps, which is a brand new currency available during the 2021 Halloween event. To obtain the wisp currency, you must find various trick-or-treat bags scattered around the map. These trick-or-treat bags will either give you the wisps, or make you fight some spooky lost souls to obtain the wisps. When tricked, you can obtain wisps by defeating the lost souls that spawn, which then drop them when defeated. However, when treated, you do not have to fight any spooky ghosts, and you get the wisps directly. Or alternatively, you can purchase wisps with Robux if you don't want to grind for them. Keep grinding for these trick-or-treat bags until you have collected 2,500 wisps. Then you can go ahead and purchase your very own limited edition Salrahn species. If this is all way too much effort for you, then head over to the trade realm and see who is selling the species. Alternatively, a stored Salrahn is available in the shroom shop for 1,875 shrooms, or you can buy a cheaper stored from someone in the trade realm. Bear in mind though that stored creatures are not a species, and so if they die, unless you have a revive token, they will be dead forever. I'll start the showcase by saying how creepy this creature is. It's so ugly and looks like a zombie dragon, with bones popping out of its body and flesh being ripped all along its underside like a rotting carcass. I'm actually not a big fan of the design because it's not really my cup of tea, but I do think that it is very spooky and perfect for Halloween. The animations, however, are another story. The Salrahn really reminds me of a bat in the way that it moves, especially with how it sits, runs, flies, and sleeps. These animations are honestly some of the best that I've seen put into the game so far, as every single one of them are totally unique to the Salrahn. My favourite, I think, definitely has to be the flying animation, as it's very imperfect and looks like it's really struggling to stay in the air. This matches the design perfectly, as the wings are shredded and so flying must be really difficult to achieve with all of the rotting holes. I mean, just look at him try and stay in the air. This dude's struggling. Is he okay? The in-game description of the Salrahn reads, "A large flying wyvern creature that appears to look undead. Do not underestimate it though. The Salrahn are known to be extremely intelligent. At night time, they ravage through the land, destroying anything until them and their family are fed." Not only does the Salrahn look like it could kill a child, and me, but it has some very nice statistics which show how much of a beast this creature is, and can do exactly both of those things if it wanted to. The Salrahn has a 4,500 health pool and a damage output of 400, which can be doubled to 800 when fighting smaller creatures. Not only that, but this is a flying creature, meaning it's basically an airborne death machine. It has a 35% bleed defense, 3 out of 3 night vision, and takes only 40 minutes to fully grow. However, despite the Salrahn having a good health pool and damage output for a flying creature, it is incredibly slow and clunky. This creature is literally a zombie, so being slow and clunky is definitely intentional, but definitely not my personal playstyle. On top of its slow, limited manoeuvrability, it also has a very teeny tiny stamina pool of 60, meaning it can barely run or fly without needing to stop and take a break, which honestly I can relate to. The Salrahn doesn't deal any poison or bleed, but it does have a really cool ability called Fear. Fear is an ability that decreases attack damage by 50%, increases movement speed by 50%, which trust me the Salrahn needs, and causes tunnel vision for targets. It lasts for 60 seconds and is a perfect ability to use when escaping danger when in a pinch. Despite how slow and clunky this creature is, it can definitely pack a punch when used correctly. When fighting as a Salrahn, do not forget how limited your movement is. You do not have the stamina or speed to chase someone or run away, so be careful when picking fights. I would recommend going for tier 3 creatures and below, and stick to low tier 4 creatures to make sure you don't get mashed before you can escape. If things do get too tricky and you fall below 25% health and know you are about to become toast, use your fear ability by pressing Q and fly away to safety. When fighting, take advantage of your brute force. Try picking up your opponents if possible to make it harder for them to escape. You have no bleed or poison, so you need to trap people and rapidly click attack them to kill them quickly before they can escape. I recommend fighting in enclosed areas where your target can't escape easily, such as in a cave or under a canopy, such as the canopy in Oasis. Stick to the rear end of your target to avoid their attacks, and try not to get bleed or poison stacked on you, as that will limit your movement even more. Since Salrahn can fly, you can make good use of swooping down at your target. Don't touch the ground and stay on the go as much as possible, and even though you are slow and clunky, it makes it harder for people to hit you. Other than those tips I've just shared, I think the Salrahn is pretty easy to fight with, since it's a mid-tier 4 and all you really need to do is point and click at the right targets. Overall, I think this is one ugly clunky creature, but it can deal a lot of damage when used properly and gives me the heebie-jeebies, which is really good considering it is a Halloween event creature. What do you think of the Salrahn? Have you got it yet? Leave a comment down below telling me your thoughts on this creature and whether you've got it yet or not. Also, a huge thank you to this month's Ko-fi donators, Karen Cameron and DuckQ. Thank you guys so much. It probably sounds cliche, but I do really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thanks. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. If you want to be featured in my videos, be sure to check out my Ko-fi linked in the description below. Aside from that, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching. Until my next video, stay safe, but most importantly, stay funky.